More gun parts, Flying Dog? Why would you buy this? Do you want to go broke? Oh, can't believe that. I know why I bought this. I bought this because...
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is episode 2. If you're just coming along right now, click the card up here somewhere or whatnot. That's episode 1. That's where the journey started. As you can see, we got something new going on back here. Can't wait to dive in. Before we get started, I have to give a huge shout out to APF. They make this AR-10. I love it to death. It's my baby. I actually stopped into the shop the other day just to say hi, and yeah, I met some of the guys. They were awesome. They were super fun, engaging. We talked guns. It was a blast. So huge shout out to them. I even got a cool hat. I got a cool hat. You see that? Yeah, I love those guys. So huge shout out. Let's get into it. We had a comment last video. Dave LPZ, shout out to you as well.
Woohoo, shout out.
Thank you for dropping a comment. I found your advice helpful, and guess what? I even listened a little bit. Did you hear that? Just dropped my pen. Check this thing out. This is how far we are right now. Here's a little close-up. This is what we're looking at. As you can see, we went with a little gold, but Dave's advice, he gave me a couple of key parts that I really liked. However, I just took the one. Arrow upper. This upper receiver here, that was all Dave. Thanks, man. Alright, so we're starting off here with the M4E1 Arrow upper. This thing is going to be the industry gold standard. Best bang for your buck. This is what I got right here. I did get without the forward assist because those are stupid. Alright, jumping right into the next one. This company's name, BLK. Not gonna lie to you guys, don't know how to pronounce that. Volter? Yep. This is the Mur upper receiver. And sorry if it feels like we're moving too quickly, but we got a lot of parts to cover and a lot of parts to compare, so bear with me here. Where does this one shine? This one shines. What the fuck was that?
I'll never hide. I can't. I'm too shiny. Watch me dazzle like a diamond.
That one I do like. I'm okay with that one. In the fact that it's just rugged and durable. It's got thicker walls than any upper I've ever seen, and it's just this big bulky design, which theoretically will give you a more rigid shooting platform, which should translate to more accuracy. I don't know, not for me. I'm looking for a little more in the middle, not too lightweight, not too heavy. But speaking of lightweight, let's take a look at the next one. That's right, we're back to Battle Arms development. Oh my goodness, I want to build a full Battle Arms AR. Again, like I said last time though, don't got that YouTube money yet. Come on, guys. I need some subscribers. I need to make that money. Let's go.
Shut up, bitch.
Anyways, this is the Bad 556 lightweight. This thing is, you know, it's cut everywhere that could have possibly cut it just to save as much weight as possible. I think it's pretty cool, and I love the look of it, especially next to the lower, which we saw last video. I think those next to each other are just, oh, beautiful design. Weight's coming in at, what, 6.28 ounces. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what we're looking for so far, and I went with that Goldilocks meat in the middle. I went with the Arrow upper. Thanks one more time, Dave. Alright, let's cover mag releases. So before I do that though, I do need to cover, I am going full ambidextrous with this build. I'm talking charging handle, bolt release, magazine release. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is going to be a home defense weapon, and you know what they say about a firefight. If it's a fair fight, you screwed up.
I'm in danger.
When it comes to ambidextrous, I want to be able to work the controls on both sides with both hands at any given time to give me the best opportunity to win the fight or just have some fun training drills. So that's why we're going with, right here, mag release on both sides. I can hit it from either direction with either hand. And we can drop the mag. So I went with Strike Industries. It's a pretty basic one. You're gonna find that I ended up doing a lot of Strike Industry parts because I really like their quality for the price. Honestly, it's pretty straightforward. I've been building an Excel spreadsheet of how much this is gonna cost me with all of the parts I've planned out. This is gonna be a pretty expensive build. It's all fully custom, and I think we're coming in over $3,000.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about? Why is it so much? Is it made out of panda? I'd use that somewhere else, but is it?
So, if I can get some quality parts for decent prices, I'm gonna do that. I don't want to jump too deep down the mag release rabbit hole because honestly, they all do pretty similar jobs. You have some slightly different designs, but what do we got? I got a couple others written down that if you wanted to look into, but we got Juggernaut Tactical makes a good one. Knight's Armament, I really like theirs. And then kind of an interesting thought if you want to go with something that's not the full part, Odinworks Gen 2 Extended Release. Now that right there, you basically just put on over your normal mag release, mil-spec mag release you already have. So that makes it easy and that's kind of nice, but that one's not ambidextrous. Alright, we're rocking into the bolt release. That's this big ass lever right here. See that? I find this kind of interesting that how large it is on the weapon itself. And honestly, if you look in there, if you got a gloved hand, you I have a tough time getting in there. So that's something you want to keep in mind if you're looking towards one of these ambi bolt releases. The next one we're going to look at, the PDQ. It's a lot more efficient, especially if you're going to be shooting glove. But this is the one that I went with because, again, I want dummy-proof parts. I want, you know, if I'm in a firefight or if I'm just training, having fun, whatever, I want to be able to hit this and not have to think about it. Make it really easy, make it really simple. You can pop it from that side, pop from this side, hit it.
Don't stop.
Whatever. You can always reach this thing, and I really like the look of it. It's gonna be coming in a whole bunch of different colors and whatnot, and I honestly think these just look so cool. So that's why I went with this one. I'm really excited to get this thing built and try it out because this could be really awesome. All right, coming in next. If you want an ambi bolt release, but you don't want the big bulky phase 5 that I went with, you can go with the PDQ ambi bolt. This one right here. That's what we're looking at. You can hit it from both sides, and it's a lot more low-key. Correct word there. Yep, you can use it with both hands, ambi, like I said, but it's going to stay out of your way. It's a different design, and it's a little more sleek if that's kind of what you're going for. All right, for all you out there building your ARs and you don't want to go ambidextrous, I get it. I mean, this one's not. I like non-ambidextrous. This is just kind of something fun I'm trying to do. You can always go with this extended bolt catch here. So one of my big issues with ARs, I don't like these mil-spec bolt catches. I think they're hard to hit, especially if you have gloved hands trying to hit them quickly. I like some sort of extended one. And this one right here is going to be non-ambi. It stays out of your way, but it is it's extended a little bigger for you to reach out and just slap that bolt close. Know what I mean? All right, let's talk triggers, baby. When it comes to triggers, now I can make an entire video on triggers alone. I'll tell you that right now. And if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. But I guess a couple main questions when it comes to picking out a trigger. Do you want a drop-in or do you want a kit? That's question number one. A drop-in, it's going to come in a little box. Drop it straight in, put your pins in. Pretty simple. Those kit triggers, bunch more parts, and you put all the little parts together and then put the pins in, and trigger works that way. Drop-ins are a little simpler. However, if you happen to break a part within the drop-in, it's pretty difficult to replace that part, and honestly, I'd probably just buy a new drop-in trigger at that point. I put both in. Neither one are very difficult. You can do either one. It's not that big a deal. So if you find a drop-in or a kit that you like better, shoot your shot. Next, we're looking at single stage versus two stage triggers. What is the difference? Okay, so a single stage trigger, you're gonna have one weight that you pull back the entire time, and you're gonna have that break. You're gonna have that drop, and boom, weapon goes fire. Then two stage trigger, you're gonna have two different weights technically. You're gonna have a let up all the way up to your wall. Then once you hit your wall, a little further, then the break. So a single stage is just one weight pull. Two stage, two weight pulls. That's the simplest terms I can put it in. This one right here is a single stage trigger. If I pull on it, it's gonna release. There's no walk up, no creep. There's a little bit, but that's just millimeters. Doesn't really count. This is a single stage trigger.
Boring.
So how do you choose? Single stage versus two stage trigger. How do you choose? Well, in my opinion, the way I look at it is this AR, this 300 blackout I'm building, I would like to be able to shoot it quickly. So having a single stage trigger is going to be a little more beneficial to me. Whereas a two stage trigger, I would get one of those on one of my bolt actions. Those long range accuracy shots, I want to be able to lead up to the wall, slow trigger pull, and know exactly where my wall is going to be before I pull the trigger for that long range accuracy. That's my biggest advice. So depends on what you're building. This AR-10 back here, if I put a two stage in, I'd be totally fine with that. I believe there's a single stage in it right now, but I'd be fine with a two stage in that for, you know, more of a DMR type role. But I do like to mag dump this into trash. So you do you. All right, let's take a look. What did I buy for this 300 blackout? I bought the Rave 140. This one's the curved version. I bought the flat version, if you can maybe see that back there. Why did I go with this? Well, I decided I'll take a drop in just because I like the look of it and I think it's kind of fun. On top of that, I wanted a single stage. So the Rave 140 is a great single stage for the money. Honestly, best budget option. When it comes to drop-ins, generally you're at or above that $150 mark. And guess what? I got this one on sale for $100. So when I saw that sale, I said, yeah, this is the trigger we're going with. The next one, though, I'm going to get one day. I love them. Ooh, the Timney Calvin Elite. Coming in at about $286. This thing is the epitome of competition. This thing is both horizontal and vertically adjustable. I mean, you can move that trigger up, down, left, right, whatever you need that fits your little stub of a finger perfectly. Yeah, this is about the highest end drop-in trigger I would ever need, and I do think they're pretty amazing. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Now I hear you saying it. I hear it in your brain. Why did you buy that ridiculously flashy gold bolt? You know why? Because it's gold, baby. I think it's so cool. I think it's going to be a really fun little addition to the gun. Dust cover is going to be black on the outside. It's going to cover this up. You'll never know. I pop that little dust cover open. Oh, got something a little flashy, something a little nice. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun little gold bolt. All right, in case any of you are wondering, no, it's not real gold. It's titanium nitride. Tin, as they call it. Why did I go with this? Honestly, I'm kind of going on a limb here. So it's from Tactical Solutions Group, and I know nothing about this company. Never worked with any of their products before. And this one is going to be just kind of the experimental, you know, product on this weapon. If I don't like it, if it's not smooth enough, if I end up breaking apart, which I highly doubt, I'm going to end up with another different bolt. Maybe we'll cover that bolt today. Who knows? But I wanted to do something a little different, and yeah, this is what she looks like. All right, you want a regular black bolt? This would probably be my suggestion. If you ask most gun people what their go-to bolt carrier group would be, it's going to be Bravo Company. This is an industry standard as far as bolt carrier groups, and yeah, not much to say about them. Mil spec everything and a great reputation. Damn, boy, that is stupid cheap. Yeah, here we go. $70. That's why you get PSA. If you want to build an AR for cheap, Palomino State Armory should be the first place you check for parts. Deal of the day, baby. All right, if you are a weight-saving freak, this is it right here. You're gonna pay extra money. It's $250. However, look at the cuts in this thing. This is the best in class for saving weight. It's gonna be the Faxon arms, or Faxon 5.56 lightweight. It's a pretty cool look. I like it a lot. I don't know if this is a bit too much on the cuts for me. I don't love it. I kind of like the look of a regular bolt better, but you can't argue with results. This thing is going to be very, very light. 8.5 ounces all the way through. That's a light bolt. That's a light weapon. All right, last thing we have to talk about today. Charging handles. So I went with the Radian Raptor charging handle, specifically the SD, because it's built specifically for suppressor and it's ambidextrous.
Today, Junior?
These little slots right here, if you can see them, are going to take the gases and blow them down through the weapon instead of allowing them to come back into your face, hypothetically. Now, I've watched a lot of comparison videos, and no charging handle is perfect when it comes to running suppressed. You're still going to get gas in the face. However, I decided to go with this charging handle right here because I love the aesthetics of it. I mean, this is pretty much the only part that's sticking out of your gun, and I like the look of this best compared to other suppressor made charging handles. Let's take a look at a couple others. Geisley. Let's talk about Geisley. I do really like this company. I like a lot of the products they have. I probably should have brought them up when we were talking about triggers. You know what? In hindsight, yes. If you want a trigger, also look into Geisley. Great triggers. A lot of what these suppressor made charging handles, kind of what they do is they try to, like I said, vent the gas away from your face, and they all do it in different ways. They have different ports, so it's on the top side, bottom side, whatever. Yeah, this one's not gonna be quite as flashy as the Radian, obviously, as you can see. It is going to be less expensive. I'm just not a huge fan of the look here. However, one pro that you should keep in mind, again, let's bring back to the gloves. If you're wearing gloves, this Radian one's pretty small and a little hard to grip. This thing's got a larger base for you to grab onto, and I think that's where the Geisley would win out if you're running a lot of operator type stuff and you got gloves on all the time. Maybe take a look closer to the Geisley. Might be a better option. Next, Griffin Armament. I like it. I think it's an interesting look. However, I did not buy it because of the look. I don't like these coming off on the sides here, especially if you're going to be running your AR in a sling with a vest or something. And honestly, if we're talking about it, the arrow one as well. These little latches that come off, I just feel like they're going to get stuck on stuff. And honestly, I have played with a couple of charging handles like this. It was not the arrow or the Griffin, but I do feel that it gets snagged on stuff. And that's kind of why I drew back from either of those. And honestly, Radian's going to be just the best charging handles, in my opinion. Teach their own.
Treat yourself.
All right, let's wrap this up. So I've covered the main body, what we have so far. Unfortunately, I don't have my selector lever yet. Let's just say who I ordered it through is taking their sweet time. So we'll have to cover that in the future. Unfortunately, I did want to show it to you today because I'm a fan. I like the one I went with. I think it's a really good choice. But thank you for stopping in. Thank you for subscribing, liking. Last video had over 60 views last time I checked, which is a huge record for me. Never thought I'd get to that far. So, hey guys, please like the video, please subscribe, and you have a great day. Oh, one more thing. If you made it this far, I love you.